Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Giant Connoisseur. My name is Jordan Omugbehin, and on this episode, I have a very special one for the ladies. I've been, marinating on this thought, that throughout the male space of this fragile community, have yet to see a fragrance summerless for women. So today, I am doing just that, and I am excited because I think it was actually quite challenging, but I think I pulled it off. I have some fragrances here that are unisex, but I think will work perfectly for women for this high heat that we have this summer. Let's get into it. The first fragrance that I'm going to speaking about is one from a house who, they've been doing their thing on the niche side of things, but I don't think this is one of their very popular fragrances. This is from the house of Kajal, and this is Dahab. And what you get in here, you get you get a fruity, sweet, citrusy, ambery, woody fragrance. I know that sounds scary and that sounds extremely masculine, but I promise you, this is indeed a very unisex fragrance. Anybody can wear this thing. It's gonna smell amazing. I've worn it quite a little bit. I've worn it in a while because when you have this much fragrances, man, it's hard to get to. But I think my next fragrance of the day is gonna be this one. It has notes of apples, passion fruits, ambers, musks, I think some vetiver, bergamot, and some woods. And it is just such an amazing composition. And I think this on a woman will smell phenomenal. Get your nose on this. Please always sample before you buy. This is Kajal's Dahab. Next on the list is a house that I don't think gets enough play in this fragrance space. This is from the house of Day 3 fragrances, and this is Delmare. What you get in here, you get a ton of citruses in here. You get some coconuts, you get ginger, you get marine notes. I think you also get some musk. And essentially, what this is an extremely, it's so beautiful, beachy hot water scent. Man, this thing is such a unisex fragrance and it just smells phenomenal. If you're going to the beach this summer or going to be nearby a body of water, this thing is just gonna permeate the air off your skin. Oh my goodness. This thing smells phenomenal. As you can tell, if you look at the dent in there, I have worn this quite a bit. This is actually a summer favorite of mine, and I think this fragrance deserves a lot more hype than it actually has. Actually, I don't think it has hype behind it, but I am going to be hyping this fragrance because I know that this fragrance is an extremely stepped on fragrance, and it is extremely unisex and easy to wear. This is an old bottle of this fragrance. Day 3 has changed the bottle shape, so I have an older bottle here. Still the same juice, still phenomenal fragrance, and plus, it is a small indie brand that makes amazing fragrances. And for the bang for the buck, man, this does the trick. Get your nose on Day 3 Delmare. Next on the list is a fragrance from a house that they're known for their freshness. And if you're ready to do the guess for me, you're absolutely right. This is from the house of Louis Vuitton, and this is California Dream. And what you get in here, you get mandarin, ambrette, and benzoin. And this, while an extremely simple fragrance, this is such an amazing wear. As you can tell, I have worn this quite a bit, but I do believe this tends to lean a little bit feminine on my skin. That being said, I think this on a woman in the summertime would be extremely gorgeous. Oh my goodness. The amount of compliments that I received from women when I wore this thing, it was actually quite shocking because upon first use, I thought it wasn't going to be something that I would enjoy. But I actually quite like this fragrance, although my wife hates it. My wife loves when a man smells like a man. So this fragrance doesn't appeal to her at all. But this on a woman, you would slay. I think that's how y'all say it, right? You're well dressed, you have your your sundress this summer, your nice slippers, a nice handbag, maybe a head wrap, you get your hair done, and you slap this bad boy on. Compliments galore. Compliments galore. Get your nose in this. This is California Dream by Louis Vuitton. Next on the list. This one is an extreme sleeper scent. I think it was kind of popular a couple of years ago, but I think for this high heat, this fragrance is perfect. You're not gonna smell like anybody else, and it is freaking amazing and gorgeous. This is Wilhelm's Perfumery Dear Polly. What you get in here, you get black tea, you get moss, you get some woods, you get some musks, apple, bergamot. Just think of a nice steamed pot of Earl Grey with some fruits in the background and some citruses. This is what this captures, man. And it also has like a very vibrant, uplifting effect that is kind of soothing and cozy as well. This is such a banger of a fragrance. I remember I recommended this to a friend, told her to get a sample, and she got it and she loved it. So I know definitely for certain, if you're a woman, this fragrance right here is an absolute gem of fragrance to have in your collection. And you're gonna smell unique, you're gonna smell amazing, you're gonna get compliments because this fragrance here is just absolutely gorgeous. Get your nose on this. This is Wilhelm's Perfumery Dear Polly. Next on the list is another absolutely sleeper of a fragrance. I've spoken about it before, but I think for this occasion, for the women, I think this will just work phenomenally on you. This is Altai Wonder of You. And what you get in here, you get a grapefruit, watermelon, blackcurrant, musky type of fragrance. This is essentially one of my favorite watermelon fragrances of all time. It is not screechy or synthetic. It is very naturally smelling, but also very pleasant. I wore this earlier today, and it sits a little bit closer to the skin, but when someone enters your scent bubble, magnifique. Oh my goodness. This is an absolute gem of a fragrance that I don't think gets talked about enough, and I think more women can use this in the collection because it is in that style of like tropical summer scents, but doesn't smell like everything else, where it gets to smell unique. He has a hint of, I think it's called Frazier, which is a floral note, which kind of gives it this like floral citrusy vibe. So this is an absolute banger of a fragrance, and I'm glad I have it in my collection. As you can tell by the dent I have put in this bad boy, I have worn this quite a bit because whenever I love a fragrance, I'm going to wear it quite a bit. So I think for this occasion, I think women will completely enjoy this fragrance. And like I said, man, I think every woman can use this fragrance in my collection. This is Altai Wonder of You. Next on the list is a fragrance that needs no introduction because when it came out, it absolutely caused a stir in the fragrance community. This is none other than Initio's Musk Therapy. And what you get here, you get musk, sandalwood, magnolia, and some fruity notes I can't remember off the top of my head. But let me tell you something, man. If you're looking for a beast, actually, Initio, they're known for having beast mode fragrances. So if you're looking for a beast mode summer fragrance, look no further than this, man. This thing here, this is, it has this musky, sandalwoody, floral, fruity vibe that is extremely fresh and clean. Man, I have received so many compliments from this fragrance. I have worn this quite a bit this summer as well. It is such an easy wear type of fragrance that you just put on and you're not gonna be scared of, offending anyone. It's just that good. And, I wish this fragrance would be back out again and get more hype it deserves. Because I think this fragrance is well deserving of that because it is just that good, man. I've thoroughly enjoyed this bad boy. I've had this bottle for about 2 years now. And every time I smell it, man, it never feels good. So, fellas, man, if you're looking for a fragrance for your woman this summer, look no further than Initio's Musk Therapy. The next fragrance I'm going to be speaking about is one that I have, like the young kids like to say, it glazed quite a bit. And everybody who has purchased this fragrance has not been disappointed. This is none other than Flor's Father Figure. Oh my goodness, this is a banger of a fragrance. What you get in here, you get fig, you get sandalwood, you get musks, you get bourbon vanilla, you get floral notes, and that combination just works where you get this, sweet, floral, uplifting, fruity type of fragrance, man. This fragrance, man, one thing about me is I love refreshing fragrances, man. And this fragrance, man, does not get the credit it deserves because this thing is really good. It is an extremely gorgeous fragrance, extremely unisex, can be worn on any occasion, and man, oh man, I love the heck out of this thing, man. This is one of my best finds of last year, 2024, when I discovered this fragrance, and this fragrance has yet to disappoint me. I had previously bought a 10 ml decant from Sephora just to try it, and was blown away how well it performed in the high heat. And I think this on the woman's skin, oh my goodness, sayonara, out of here, man. This thing, ladies, looking for compliments, you want me to follow you around? Go get this bad boy. This is none other than Flor's Father Fatigue. Father Figure, not Father Fatigue, Father Figure. Next on the list is one of my favorite discoveries of last year. I have spoke about this fragrance in length, and it is still disappointing how slept on this fragrance is. This fragrance is none other than Dries Van Noten's Santor Greenery. And what you get in here, you get a figgy, musky, fruity, floral fragrance. Essentially, the best way I can describe this is, imagine if you took Santor 33, right, by the label, and added a ton of fruits to it. And then you also added fig leaf as well as violet leaves. It gives it this extra, fruitiness and creaminess. And let me tell you, man, this thing is amazing. And the performance, top 10. Oh my goodness, the performance I hear on this fragrance is out of this world. Out of this world. This thing is so amazing. And every time I wear it, man, I fall in love with the fragrance over and over again, man. This is such a beautiful fragrance that is very, very unisex. Anybody can wear this. I've worn this and I've gotten a ton of compliments. Ton. This, I've had women chase me down and more like, hey, what's that you're wearing? I get them, the fragrance. I don't gatekeep, try not to. This thing is a certified banger. That's why I've been singing its praises all year long. Get your nose in this. This is Santor Greenery by Dries Van Noten. On that note, thank thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Giant Connoisseur. My name is Jordan Omagbane, and I'll see you next week. Peace.